Hello friends, Ashton here. So in this video, I'm going to bring a new feature to OneScript, and it's called Easy Translate. And it's only for Google Documents at this moment. And it's going to bring the Google Translator or Google Translate to Google Documents, and for you to translate the selected text in your Google Documents. Because right now in Google Docs, we can translate. I think there is a built-in feature you can translate the whole document. But in my real use case, and for the most of the time, I prefer to translate something. Maybe this paragraph I'd like to translate it, but I don't want to translate the whole document. So that's why the main purpose I'm bringing this new feature to Google Docs. And you also can try to read this document. And this is going to be a very simple one to use. And let me just give you a quick demo here in this video, okay? So right now I'm in a Google Doc, and I'm going to bring the OneScript sidebar. And you will see here we have this Easy Translate. So this is a new one we added recently in this update. So let me just open this one. And so here we have, it's very similar to Google Translate if you are using them web applications. So you have a source language, and basically this is going to be the language for your selection. So by default it's auto detect. So that means you don't need to assign a language for this one, okay, for the selection. But also you can, if this is not accurate for you, you can assign language. Maybe some languages are very similar, and the auto detect is not that accurate sometimes. I don't know. But for this case, I'm planning to translate English to Chinese. I don't think that's going to be very similar languages. So that means it's not going to fail, I think. Let me just find the language I want to use. So for Chinese, so they're sorted from A to Z, so you can find them very easily. I'm going to translate the Chinese traditional. And so this option here, if you want to swap the languages, so basically if you have a source language and a target language, but you want to, swap them, and maybe you want to translate Chinese to English, so you can have this checked. But if the source language is auto detect, you can. So this is basically, this swap won't work because we don't know the auto detect. We don't know the language. What the language of this auto detect is. Okay, and only if we have a language here, and then if we have this check, then that's going to means I'm going to translate this. I'm going to use this, but right now this is not Chinese, right? So it won't work. So let me just change back to auto detect. And so if I'm trying to apply, then it's going to translate the selected word to Chinese, right? And that's basically do the same here. But if we have two, I didn't test it really, but let me try it here. So if I select two languages and I'm going to translate it to something else, I'm not sure if we can do that. Let me try something I can read. I think I can only read Chinese and English. Anything else I can read. Let me try Japanese. So you can type J here to get Japanese. And let me try it. I never tried it before, okay? I'm not sure it's going to work. This is good, I think. So we can translate as long as they're selected and auto-detect, and then it's going to translate them into the target language Japanese. But what if I'm trying to assign this to, let's say this is Chinese, and let me do it again. So this time I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to translate them to Japanese. And not sure if it's going to work. Seems like it's going to work, but that's good. I think that's it, perfect. but I never tested like this one. But for most of the case, we just maybe I can do something here, like I'm going to use the AI tool here to create maybe create a joke here, so I can translate in maybe 6 words. I'm not sure if you can do that. Okay, just insert it. So this is the joke, and I can translate this one to auto-detect and something different this time. Greek, but I cannot read Greek. So if I'm applying this one, okay, so this is the joke. I'm not sure you can read, but get the joke. So that's basically how we can use it in Google Docs, and I think it's very easy to use for most of the case, for me at least, because I'm doing a lot of blog. So if I'm trying to translate something, like I have a title of the blog, I'd like to translate for both English and Chinese, and I need to go to the Google Translate application very often. So if they're in the document, so I can easily translate them here, and then we can go to the easy blog, and we can do a post very easily, all right? And so I think that's about the new feature. And I think before I did some tiny updates for EasyBlog 2, but I didn't make a video for that. And let me just show you here. So if we go to the versions here, so I think the last video I did is for the Easy CSV, for the CSV import. And I added a small change for the Easy Blog. So right now we can do an update for the Easy Blog. So let me show you. And here, so right now, if we create a new blog, then we have a post ID here. If you create a new post to the blog, and you're going to have this post ID. So make sure you have this save blog settings checked, or you won't save this post ID here. So if I'm creating this one, so let me just give you a demo here. So I'm going to create this into maybe for YouTube test. So this is for Easy Blog update, and I'm going to leave this empty. I'm not going to create a draft. I'm going to have this checked. So we can save the post ID here, so I can do update for the next time. And then I'm going to create, and this is going to create the post for me. And here you will see we have this post ID here. And when we have a post ID here, then we have this option to do an update to this post. So right now this is the post, and let me just try to translate this to another language. So we can go to Easy Translate, and maybe I'm going to use Thai here, auto detect, and I'm going to apply this to translate it to Thai. I'm going to apply a color here for this one, maybe and I'm going to center this and go back to the Easy blog. So seems like it's not loaded. So let me just try to refresh the sidebar. Easy blog. Okay, so now I have this post ID here. And in this method, I think you can also upload this post to another one. So you can update another post by using the content from this document. So this is very flexible for you to do update. If you want to do that, do it like this way. And so I'm going to do an update. So we have this new translation, and I'm going to do a change for English and Thai. Okay, I'm going to do an update, and this time we should have a updated version. You will see here the title is also updated, and the body of the blog of the post is also updated. All right, so that's about this new feature. I didn't make a video for this update, but you should be able to find it in the version. Okay, so I think that's all about this update video, and let me know if you find any issue or any ideas about this add-on. Thank you. Bye-bye.